Hello, everybody, and welcome. We got a short crew this week. Hello to Christopher Guyre.
I was uncalled for. From last time you were beat up by a midget.
Yeah.
Not a short crew. This midget wrestler will whoop up on you, buddy.
Probably the last time I beat him up.
We'll have to make up over a little bit of coffee.
A little bit of coffee it is. There it is, yeah. We'll let you get to that in a minute. Dennis Healy, hello, my buddy.
Hey, how are you?
Many years. Christopher, refresh my memory. Are you a KJ or were or?
I have KJ, yes. I never was an advertised KJ. I was the guy when you had no one else to call. I was under the table kind of thing.
All right. While you were a KJ, did you sing?
I did. I love to sing. That's the whole reason I got into it.
You're perfect. You're gonna fit right in, because we did get a comment on one of our videos, a question from another KJ, and I think it's a legit question. I think we'll go around and answer it. It's the question was, do you guys allow a patron to sing one of your go-to songs at your show?
Sure. Whoops, sorry, out of front.
No, right. Start with you. Yes, I agree with you. Yes.
Sure, yeah, because as an entertainer, I feel like we are trained professionals. If I get up there and I sing the song 3 times a week, and I have KJ 3 times that week, and then I do that every week consistently, well, now a guest comes and he sings that song. No, I don't have any problem with him singing it. I like competitive spirit anyway, and I'm not gonna. Karaoke to me is just supposed to be that ultimate relaxation time. So a little bit of competition in there for fun, and let's knock it out
a little bit. Yeah, I love that little. You keep throwing that little plug in there. I love it. Dennis, how about you?
Yeah, if I let the customers sing the songs that they want, they're the paying customers. They have the right to sing, and I have plenty of other songs I can sing. So if it's my go-to, I have several others. So they want to sing it, they sing it. They get it first.
Yep, and I agree 100% with both of you guys. And then this question was underneath, like he had another. I don't know if it's part A or B or whatever you want to call it. And he said, also, he goes, despite your answer, let me get the thing here. Despite your answer, even if it's someone who never been to your show before, will you still have the same feeling about it?
Absolutely. I'll go for it. Yeah. Absolutely, no. I think if they've never been to the show before, it's my job to try to win them over, and that's my job, is to entertain and have them want to come back again.
We know as KJs, like, everybody has their favorite one they want to do. Yeah. Us as KJs, we may have our favorites, but you know what? We're not there for us. We're there for them.
Absolutely.
Eric, there's so many KJs that forget that. They become a KJ because they think it's their time to be the superstar, and I think that's what makes them. That's why they can't figure out why they're not able to book themselves out there with a higher dollar and et cetera, because you're not trying to satisfy the fan that wants to get up there and sing. You're trying to satisfy your own ego.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right, because I've gotten comments, like, in person at my shows. Like, they just came from another karaoke show before they came to mine, and one of them said we had to leave because the KJ just kept singing.
Oh, man.
Like, they think, hey, it's my show. I can go up 3-4 times in a rotation, and that there should be a rule against that.
Right. All of a sudden, it's the DJ Bob show, and it's just like instead of everybody. Yeah.
I don't sing at my shows at all, ever. You know that.
No, yeah, I've seen your shows, and you very rarely sing. I've seen you, but very rarely.
I'm there for you guys, not me.
Right.
Now, see, I'll sing to break.
I got to sneeze. Go ahead.
I call it the icebreaker. It always seems like when I get to a KJ show. But there again, these are not professional singers. They're getting up there to have fun. So a lot of times I'll go to a show and nobody wants to get up there and be the first one to sing. So I just break the ice off. And then if I still can't get them up there singing afterward, I turn it into a game. I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna sing one more. If I don't get none of you up here, you're not gonna like me. And then I'll sit there and I'll completely shut down the music. I'll turn on the hokey pokey, and I'll be like, okay, we're gonna do the hokey pokey till somebody else gets up here and sings. And it turns it into a great time, fun little ad lib to the party, you know. And being a KJ, being an actual KJ host.
I got one more question that was in the comments.
Sure.
And I found this one interesting, too. Believe it or not, guys, you guys watching, thank you for clicking on the link and
please
comments. And because we do go over them, as you can see, we're answering some now. And this other question was, why do most KJs prohibit singers from doing a song that was already sang by someone else that night? Now, that's an interesting question. Dennis, have you ever said no, somebody already sang that?
I have done that because I just don't want repetition, and you don't want competition either. You don't want I sing it better than you and that kind of thing. So I just use the excuse like that's already been sang, then I have to pick another song.
How about you, Chris?
Totally opposite. I'm again, if you want to sing the song, get up and sing it. Have a good time. We're not here to be superstars. We're here to enjoy the evening and sing together, you know. And that's like when you get a bad singer. Same concept, in my opinion. There's a lot of people that they'll come up and they'll ask me if you get a really horrible singer, hey, don't let him sing again. What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's all for fun.
Yeah, you get over yourself, you know.
I used to joke the meaning of karaoke meant to sing off key.
Yeah, well, you know, look, the way I look at it, guys, I don't care if you're a voice superstar ready.
Yeah.
Or if you're one that just sang in the shower or in your car. If you come out to my show, everyone's going to get the same respect, the same volume, same reverb, same everything everybody else gets.
Rightly so.
And I've been to some shows, and it's very rare I have a night off where there's something else going on. So what do? I'll go snooping around just to see what's going on.
You like to see how everybody else does, what somebody else is doing.
And one thing I seen a KJ do that I had to bite my tongue. I had to leave because, look, it's his show. He can run it the way he wants, you know?
Yeah.
And there's no right or wrong, I guess. You know, we all do things differently.
Right.
And that's what makes us all unique in what we do, I guess.
Yeah.
So what this guy was doing when he had a so-called bad singer, he would have the music up louder than their mic. And
just purposely drown them out.
But this is the difference between him and I. I believe everyone deserves the same respect when it comes to
try to help them out with the board, try to do something with the board to help them out, echo, reverb, something.
You know, I tell the story of we had a gentleman named John. He used to come out when I would KJ, and also last name for his own privacy, I wouldn't say it anyway, but John had a very, very bad speech impediment. You couldn't understand him talk, let alone sing. But, you know, when he had such a wonderful heart. He's one of those guys, and man, if you were having a get-together for something, he'd stop by. He always attended everybody's everything, you know, and just a wonderful-hearted man. And one of his favorite hobbies was to come sing karaoke. And Suspicious Minds, that was his big one by Elvis. And he came out one evening, there's a drunk in the crowd, and he kept telling them to not let him sing anymore. And he got up there to sing Suspicious Mind. The guy was yelling from the crowd that, you suck, nobody can understand you, get off the stage. But he stopped mid-song, and he apologized and said he'd never sing again. And laid the mic down, and he walked off. And oh my goodness, I went through about a 6-month phase of running the show there. I don't remember why, but the original KJ, there was something going on. But during that 6 months, I would go into the bar area every time because John would be in there. Come on, get up here and sing tonight. Now, I'm never doing it again. Never, ever.
See, that guy ruined him. You know?
Yeah. Well, here's what the good part was. I went up there finally one night, and I said, man, you know that guy that was the asshole? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, he's never been in here again. And I'm like, and you allowed him to ruin you, man. And I was like, this is your fun zone.
Right.
I was like, John, none of us are professional singers in here, buddy. To be dead honest with you, every single one of us stink. And I was like, but we do it because we have a love of music, and we get up there, and we just love to do it. And I was like, so I am asking you as your friend, come join us again. And within just a few minutes, he come in there, and once I got him in the room, whether we were doing the karaoke, I just put a song on. I didn't even care. I was just like, you got two choices. You're going to go sit here and let it play, or you're going to get up there and sing it. He got up there and he sang it. And he thanked me for that. And there have been several times I've seen him since.
And you know what? I don't know him, but I thank you for that, too. Because what you did, you got his courage up again. And you know what? You always got to have a heckler or something in the audio, you know? And you just got to say, hey, you know, I'll actually have them removed if I can. You know, if there's a doorman.
Now, I'll play back with them.
Yeah, well.
I'll embarrass them. I don't care. See,
sometimes that can escalate, though, you know.
In our little bit of coffee podcast, every Monday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry. Anyway, in that podcast.
Why don't you go with that? Go ahead, finish that, because you are part of another podcast, and it's called.
Well, just 1 second after I tell this bully thing. We have another heckler out there in this world that has been heckling our female host, and this woman. Let me tell you, bud, she is a pistol all by herself.
She is.
You know? She's got lots of charisma about her. She's just really got a great personality, super entertainer. But this last several days, because this heckler had been bullying her and doing things, and I told her, I said, lead him to our show. Lead him over here. And I was like, and I love those type. I was like, when they heckle, I was like, I've been a wrestler all my life. Those are the type I live for. I was like, I'll take the burden for you. I don't mind. And we haven't got him over there yet, but I'm sure hoping he follows. But yeah, the little bit of coffee podcast. Since you're giving me a little plug here and let me say it, me and Dennis both are 2 of the 5 hosts that are all little people, and we host a morning program every Monday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, a little bit of coffee podcast. You can find us at youtube.com /the @Micro Brothers United. Again, youtube.com /@Micro Brothers United.
Yeah, a little bit of coffee.
Yeah. And I have watched the show and I promote it. I share your show, and I love it. You guys do a great job on this podcast, and I enjoy watching it every week. I'm not up at 6 a.m. I'm probably just going to bed at 6 a.m., but I do watch all the repeats every Monday. So I appreciate you guys and love what you do, and keep up the great work. And thank you for being on here. Yeah.
Thank you for having us. We enjoy you.
You got that new female host is doing great now. She's actually from around where I'm at. I don't know if you know that, Chris. Yeah, she's in my area. And
when we first brought her on, her and we collided just horribly. But that's really what we'd all decided months ago we needed, since I pretty much led the show. We needed a pistol that would stand up to me and argue as needed and, make my life as miserable as possible. So when she first came to the show, I was positive it wasn't going to work. This was a woman telling me what to do, and I don't think so.
Well, if she don't work out, I'll make you miserable. Trust me. I'll come on and I'll take over.
Well, it got tense enough that she come to a place that she was just going to bow out. And I called her on the phone and said, no. Listen, darling. I was like, just because I don't agree with your opinion doesn't mean
She can't go anywhere now.
Go. No. Yeah, she's part of the family. And being dead honest with you, she is. She's a pistol. But I don't even think I've really enjoyed having her as part of the show. That she brings an energy that is super great for us. And
right.
So, yeah.
So everybody watching out there, get a pen, hurry up, and write this link down. Christopher's going to give you this link again.
There we go. YouTube.com. Now, this is the important part. / the little @ Micro Brothers United. Just like it says.
All one word. All one word, right?
Yeah. @ Micro Brothers United. @ Micro Brothers United. And just keep saying it in your head till you get it all wrote down.
Yeah. Well, they got it. Well, thank you, Chris. And I wish you guys the best of luck on this podcast. It's going great. You guys got great topics.
Yeah,
you guys got great topics, and it's a lot of fun to watch. You know,
it's a lot of fun to do. So it's growing. We're in our infancy, but it's growing.
Well, me and Dennis, when we came up with that idea, it was, man, Monday mornings suck. Going back to work after a weekend and partying, it stinks. So we were trying to think of something for Monday morning to wake everybody up and give it a little energy. And we were getting up every morning having coffee together. So we brought everybody into our world.
Well, after partying all weekend, Monday morning, I need a little Zambuca in my
life. Right, we do.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. But you know what? Really, keep up the great work, guys, because I love it. And thank you, Chris, for coming on to our little show here to carry. And I'm glad you got a lot in common also with the karaoke, like Dennis, you know. And are you still actively a host? Like, if needed, could you still do it?
Oh, yeah. I could. Yeah. I don't have the equipment, but I've had people ask me out that don't know how to host or the crap, and they'll come out and ask me to host the show to put the entertainment value behind it. And that was what I was actually getting ready to bring up as a subject, too, is I think KJing, it's amazing that you'll hear how some KJs will be making just, I've even heard it as high as $850 a night for a booking. And then you hear of KJs that are starving and couldn't get $100 if they begged for it. And I explained to one of my friends, it's a local KJ in my hometown. He and I were out to dinner one night, and he said, I don't get how the price is so different. I said, it's the value of what you bring. And that's not necessarily equipment. I was like, hey, you know, you can go up there and keep trading up songs and call it the next singer and make it as boring as the show is going to be. But that's why you'll only draw 10, 15 people.
Okay.
You get up there and you start playing little games with them, you know, be silly with them, you know, bring them up, ask them questions before the song, tease them a little. I was like, you turn yourself into an entertainer. They can't wait.
I'm not good like that. Am I, Dennis? I don't tease anybody. No,
not at all, Eric.
I don't do none of that stuff. Yeah.
No, Eric's a blast.
I've never seen you, KJ, not once, but in the short time I've gotten to know you, I know that's a fifth.
It is a big fib, but I'm glad you brought that up because
Eric's a blast. He's so much fun to go to one of his shows.
I'm not trying to give myself.
No, you're not. I know you're not actively looking for that, but you are a blast. I love going to your shows.
I only said that because I agree with Chris. You know, I would love to see his show now. I've got to. Yeah. If I ever have a chance.
What? Maybe I'll just come out one time and me and you, KJ, a show together just for fun. I'll come out your way and KJ with you.
We'll tag team a show. I would love that. Yeah, Dennis and I have tag team many shows. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. We did that a few times.
Entertaining, that's just honestly, it's so in my blood. Me and Dennis have actually both talked about this as well. Both having back surgery, it put us down in such a dramatic way. You know, you go from one day where you're walking and everything's normal in your life, and then the next day, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're having ladies help you with your bathroom breaks, and it's just the most humbling thing in the world. And as you heal from all that, you know, especially in our world, being entertained, there's a side of you just feels like you died.
Right.
You know, where do we release the entertainer in us now? And when several little people that are going through the same thing had gotten together and started discussing the idea of a podcast, it was super exciting because it was an avenue where the entertainment could still come out. I mean, just like with you and I, Eric, we've only talked actually on the phone a handful of times, and each time we've had a great time because that entertainment gets to come out. You know, it's somebody you get the outlet, and that's what podcasting does for me. Is it gives me an outlet to still be the entertainer.
Yeah. You know,
and KJ.
This was not even in our little script for the show, but I am so glad you brought that up because I remember the day Dennis came to me and he had tears in his eyes. And I said, what's the matter, buddy? And I hope you don't mind me bringing this up.
Oh, no, that's all right.
And you said to me, I can't KJ anymore, and my body will not allow it anymore.
Right.
And you said, I am going to miss it so much. And you and I both know that was your life. DJ, music, you know? Yeah. And you literally had tears in your eyes, you know, and explained to me why, you know, you were going through what you were going through.
Right.
And I felt helpless because there was nothing I could do for you. And you want to comfort your friend, you know, and
yeah.
But
Dennis
actually comforted me. It wanted the other way around. Dennis comforted me because I couldn't comfort him, you know?
Right.
And he goes, Eric, it's nothing you can do. There's nothing I can do, he said.
Right.
It's just things that us little people go through. And it's not if, it's when. It's usually always a matter of when you go.
That's true, usually, yes.
Right, yeah. See, Dennis explained it to me, yeah. And
you fade out like a cowboy walking over the sunset.
Yeah, it's a shame, you know, that. But look at you two now. You got the two big shots on a little bit of coffee now, you know?
Trying.
And,
but that's the joy, is not only did a little bit of coffee bring us that joy, but within the family of Little Bit of Coffee, you have 5 little people that go through similar turmoils every day.
Right.
And so we sit here during the week because we're planning the show. And, you know, we're together on a show 1 hour a week, but we're together as a family. Oh gosh, 5 hours a day, easy. You know, and you know, and I think the biggest thing that I feel blessed with them is that right there, getting to talk to somebody that genuinely understands what you're going through.
The camaraderie.
Yeah.
The show may only be an hour, but like you just said, it takes hours to kind of prepare for this 1 hour.
Right.
People don't realize that.
Yeah.
And you guys do a great job. And we're going to make this short and sweet this week because we don't have Kevin. Matt is out sick tonight. Kevin is out trying to get more KJ business for himself, and I wish him luck.
I think that's a fib. I think they both are scared of little people. They didn't want to come on because they have a little people phobia. And hey, you know what? They need us to take over. That's what's going to happen, right?
Yeah. Oh my God! You know what? Maybe you're right. You know, hey, your show might be short, but it's great.
Wait a minute.
All right, I want to thank our sponsors. Let's get to them real quick before I forget. You know, Dennis, name one.
Yeah, I want to thank Evolve Sound Systems. Thank you for sponsoring our show. They got great systems, great DJ equipment. So if you're thinking about what you need out there for your sound, check out Evolve.
Thank you, Dennis. How about you there, Christopher Guyre?
Hey, I want to take time to thank DJEventPlanner.com again. DJEventPlanner.com. Be sure to stop by and tell them POD sent you, and we thank them for the sponsorship.
And you know what? We really do appreciate. They've been a long time sponsor, even for the other podcast that they do on the other channel. I want to thank John Young for allowing us to be in there.
Thank you, John.
he is the I didn't want to say that. The owner of DJNTV.com, I guess, or CEO, or, he's the big cheese, And his son, Michael, I want to give a shout out to, because he's the one that edits all this, puts it up on YouTube, puts it up on Spotify, puts it up on Twitch. We're on several platforms thanks to his son, Michael. And
thank you, Michael.
Hats off to you, Michael. Great job. I want to also just, if you stumbled on us tonight somehow on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button.
Right.
Subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. And hit that bell to get notified at youtube.com/Disc Jockey News. Welcome. Thank you for coming in and enjoying the show with us. And also, put your comments and questions in the chat below. We will get to them. As you've seen tonight, we do read them. So thank you. Until next week, God bless.
Can I add to that real quick on the comments?
Please.
I would like you guys to know I've been on the show twice now, and I hope to appear on more. If you guys don't feel like you're restricted because we're little people on asking little people questions as well. If you got a question that, hey, there's only one way to get it answered, to ask. So if you got a curiosity question about anything dealing with Dennis and I being a little person, I'm happy to always answer those when I'm on here as well. So throwing that in.
Beautiful. All right. Until next week, please stay tuned because there's much more to come here on this podcast.